Good morning. Good morning, Corner. How is everybody? I hope you all had a fabulous, fabulous weekend. I most certainly did. Um, before begin, first, I want to give a few shout outs. A few, I'm so happy for these people. So, one, if you guys have not yet seen it, I'm finally saying it. Congratulations to my sister and my future brother in love. Deshaun Williams and Keith Nixon are getting married very soon. I'm not saying the date, but they're getting married very, very soon. I am so excited that they are making this next step into their life together, and I'm really excited about it. Also, congratulations to my god sister, my beautiful god sister, Siobhan Turner. This weekend was the launch of her nonprofit, Access Denied Pain Hurts. Now, for those who don't know about Access Denied Pain Hurts, Access Denied Pain Hurts is for women and men. Right now, the more focus has been started on women, but we are focused, we're going to deal with men as well. And it's for people dealing with mental issues. Um, People that have dealt with pain, hurt, things over the years. So I'm definitely more excited about it coming along and the things that are going to come from it. Big congratulations to my god sister Siobhan. I am so proud of you. Also, big shout out to my beautiful cousin. My big beautiful shout out to my beautiful cousin, Charlotte White. Now, you guys have seen me post things about what Charlotte's doing, but Charlotte has been out gathering groceries, gathering food, hot, warm, feeding people on the streets, going to the hospitals, making sure people just have food, needs are met, delivering groceries to the elderly. You name it, that girl's been doing it. Even in there cooking food for herself and serving and helping others. She is going to be opening her office and really going to be putting this thing to work, putting love to work. It's going to be in Compton, California, and the details will be coming soon. I'm so proud of you, my dear cousin. I'm so proud of the ventures and some of the things. I know you're doing more. She is an author. She's a songwriter. Girl, child, Charlotte does everything. But I'm very proud of you as well. So love you, love you, love you, love you immensely. So those are my big shout outs to everybody. Also, I'm gonna have to brag just a little about myself. So tomorrow is going to be a big day for me. I will be joining um, two other lovely young ladies, Katrina Michelle and Kat Mack, on Conversational Healing on Beacon Live Radio. So you guys make sure you guys tune in. It will be tomorrow from 6 to 7 in the evening. So by then, most of us are already home or whatever the case. Just turn it on. Listen, definitely, please make sure you tune in. I'm very excited about that. Thank you guys, even to Dr. Phil Morris. Thank you all for just bringing me in um, to allow me to be part of such a, and just being part of the Beacon Live Radio family. I appreciate it more than anything. Um, and I'm trying to think, is there anything else I needed to announce today? I don't think so right now. But as of now, we will always be having corner chat and coffee Monday to Saturday at 9 in the morning. So here I am with my coffee. I had to go make a run today, y'all. Um, and I think that's about it. So again, congratulations to Charlotte, Deshaun, Keith, Siobhan. I'm so proud and so happy for each and every. Oh, I almost forgot. I knew I was gonna forget somebody. To Michael and Vaughn. I know Michael. He's like my little brother as well. Him and his new wife, beautiful bride, will be expecting a baby boy coming soon. So congratulations to the both of them, you guys. And I don't think I forgot anybody else. If I did, please forgive me. I will make sure I will give all my shout outs to everybody as soon as I can. But anyway, today's conversation, I actually kind of came on it last minute. So um, last night when I finally got home, it was a busy day. I was just looking through stuff, and I ran on something that I did want to share with all of you. That kind of made me just go, I wonder how much of this. I'm sorry, something was on my tooth. Sorry. Um, how much of this is really affecting us, you know? So today I'm talking about fear. Um, I have found this. You guys can see. I don't know if you can, but it was talking about a list of fears that people have. Um, one of them I know I deal with. I don't think I can deal with it anymore because I don't react. But one was fear of heights. I used to be like that. Fear of flying, and it's not. Let me be honest. Um, I don't take people being fearful, people being scared. I do not take that lightly. I do take that seriously. I do recognize um, that it could become something that really could dominate and control our lives, even our health. It can be something that could become extremely serious. So I want you to understand as I'm approaching this topic, I'm not approaching it lightly. I am fully aware of how detrimental fear can have on our lives. But that's also why I'm bringing it up because um, these past several months and these past several years, we've been ruled by fear. But I just kind of wanted to talk about something. So, anyway, it was talking about all these different phobias. And just to name a few, it's a fear of heights, a fear of flying, a fear of spiders. I don't like spiders. So maybe that's, I don't know. We all know that's arachnophobia. Fear of blood. That used to be me. Used to. My parents used to, family used to teach me about it. Um, kind of surprised I've never heard of it. Y'all could tell me if you've heard of it, and if you know more information, tell me. Um, fear of sex. Never heard of that. I'm making fun of anybody. I hate spiders too, Charlotte. Y'all, that's Charlotte right there. Charlotte, I just gave you a shout out. So y'all make sure y'all go put in left to work. We ain't playing. So definitely. Um, fear of germs or small things. Fear of crowds. I don't have a fear of crowds. I know for personally myself, I just don't like a lot of huge crowds. After a while, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. Um, fear of the number 13. I haven't heard of that one, but that's new. And I'll name one more that I kind of thought was a little fear of feathers. Okay, so these are just a few. I'll post them later on so you guys can see it for yourself and just make your own judgment. But here's what I was thinking. Mm-mm. There's things that we make um, bigger than it needs to be. So, for example, I had a fear. I always had this fear of blood. Don't ask me why. I don't know what it was. When I would have blood, if I got a cut, I see it, I faint, I react, I totally hyperventilated. I went through this whole little drama, and then I was fine. My mother, if she was alive, would say, "This girl." They used to tease me because they were like, "You a girl. You're gonna have to deal with blood once a month." We did not understand how you gonna be scared of blood. Then on top of that, they said God was playing a joke on me because I had a son. Now, if y'all know boys bump, break, bleed, cut, you name it. And my whole thing is if Mari ain't gushing blood and if it ain't broken, I don't even trip on it. Put a band aid on, put a little medicine, he'll be fine. So that's all. But I had that fear. Also had a fear for a minute of heights. Now it's like, Janine, what did you do to deal with it? I faced it. So I think what happened when it came to blood was somehow I think I just kind of grew out of it. When it came to heights, I started making myself face certain things. So I would go to higher levels and look out the window. I'm like, okay. I would go somewhere and go, oh, okay. And I'm like, and I would tell myself, it's okay, it's safe. So what I began to realize, a lot of that sometimes was a mental thing. And when you realize we allow something that came up over the weekend was we allow our emotions to control and dominate us in so many ways. So for case example, COVID-19. We've been dealing with COVID-19 here physically in the US since March, although we started seeing it in October of last year in China. We've been dealing with it here since March. And when they started coming out with it, everybody went into panic. Um, I remember somebody saying that a lot of people may have died because of fear, not due to COVID-19, but the fear of what could happen because of COVID-19. So a lot of people were are scared and have been rightfully so to catching this thing because of some things that we are aware that it can do to your body as you go through it. So people had to be on the breathing machine or and headaches and pain and aches. It's a lot of people that have gone through some severe things, some severe I want to say severe trauma to their body. They have gone through some real agonizing pain. Uh, and was very thankful and happy that many have survived, but many could not handle it because they were probably already dealing with some issues, or better yet, this was something they never dealt with before, and because of whatever it was that their body was when their body couldn't handle the illness and they died. So there's very different reasons why people die, but that was so driven for the longest, the fear of this thing, that it became to a point where a lot of us fear now just doing anything or even contacting each other or even breathing on each other. And my question now is, why would we allow some things to rule us? So we've been ruled by fear. We've been ruled by fear really in this country for a very long time. So, for example, we were ruled for uh, you're gonna have some more terrorists come and blow some up. Well, and as far as everybody was concerned, they were coming from the Middle East. Well, we have terrorism here at home. Um, I'm sorry, and many may not agree. No, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna stop. I really gotta stop saying that. People believe the KKK. That's a terrorist group. Period. I don't care how anybody looks. It's a terrorist group. Um, Neo-Nazis. That's all terrorism. Anybody that goes around, you want to terrorize, threaten people, kill people, burn crosses, hang people. That's terrorism. You want to terrorize people. Period. That's it. They have an agenda. You have militia groups that want to overthrow government. Those are terrorist groups. Things like that. You have them right here in the U.S. But we're busy focused on the other thing going on over there, and we're going to make you fear the other thing instead of paying attention to what's going on in our backyard. Now let me break it down to another level. I talked about certain fears: fear of blood, fear of spiders, fear of this, fear of that. Okay, I can truly acknowledge I do not like spiders. I made a comment some time ago. I don't like snakes. I could look. I used to have such a fear of snakes that even seeing it on TV would scare the hell out of me. Now I can watch a video. Now I can see stuff and go, oh, okay, that's cool too. I'm not worried about it. But then I started thinking about this now. Everybody may not agree, but I'm gonna go there with it because y'all know me. So I thought about God has not given me the spirit of fear, but power, love, and sound mind. So translation, I do not have that already. I take that on because that is what I convince in my mind and what I tell myself I'm going to fear something that I do not know or something I have not experienced. Or because I don't like it, I've created into something bigger than what it is. So here's the thing. Here's another one. Some of us do not face our purpose and plan and things that we have in our life because we fear the success that may come, or we fear what could happen. We fear that we fail, or we feel that we have fear that if we succeed in all these other things and people gonna change around us. So here's the deal. First of all, having a fear of failure is a no-no. You gotta keep you stuck in one place at all times. I mentioned a few people. I mentioned Charlotte who's here. I mentioned um, even my sister who just got married, even my other god sister who just launched her nonprofit. I'm sure there were uncertainties. I'm sure there were doubts. I'm sure there were quite a few things. If they did not face that thing, they would not be where they are now. I'm looking at my cousin who is now opening an office for something that she knew was put inside of her for her to do because she knew God gave her that purpose and that plan to achieve it. She could have ignored it. She could have sat here and realized, I know what is this and what is that. She could have, but she didn't. She faced it. She did it. Now look at the accomplishments and doors that are open. My god sister, I didn't know, but I did learn over the weekend. She said God put that in her spirit 2 years ago for this nonprofit. But here she is now birthing that and launching that. And here we go. We're gonna make it into something. She's gonna make it to something that's gonna touch. I know it's gonna help and touch many, many women and help many, many women out there who don't realize the help that they need. Myself, this is something I don't like doing. I didn't like getting on no video camera. I didn't want to get on no live Facebook. Sure the hell didn't want to get up here telling y'all any of my business. Don't want to come up here and say nothing. And I don't say I know nothing. I'm gonna say nothing. Not a thing. I didn't want to because I felt, oh my God, people are gonna be judgmental. People are gonna say this. I'm gonna have to call them back. People are gonna say that, and it's gonna come back and bite me. And I was like, wow, this is not gonna be cool. So I felt it's time to step out. I had a lot of fears and a lot of apprehensions about doing this, about even going live, about posting stuff, or even exposing myself. You think of the things that people are going to be judgmental. I've had more people who call me, text me, say, Janine, that was helpful. Janine, that helped me go and do some things I needed to do. What I'm trying to tell you, a lot of times your fear is up here. We create a lot of stuff. We create every excuse. We create something that's about this big and make it this big when it's already something that's at hand for you to accomplish and for you to do. But we choose not to do it or we choose not to face it because we have a fear or a hesitation or we've made something and called in our mind and we've talked ourselves out of it, whatever it may be. I don't know if it's your purpose. I don't know if it's something that you must accomplish, whatever it is. We look at something and we already have authority over it. You realize God gave us authority and power over everything. So if I have a power and dominion through all and every single thing that I walk on this earth, why would I fear something? I don't like snakes. Now this is not me. Janine is gonna go over and pick a snake and play with it. You will not see Janine do that. But I don't have that fear of like, I know I could see one. I've been around one. I've seen one like in walking past and I was like, oh, there's a snake. And I kept on going. But that fear that I had did not creep up. There is a difference, people. The point I'm trying to make to you today is here it is. We are in August. August is a month of new beginnings. It is the eighth month of the year. Eight is considered to be the number of new beginnings. It is time for all of us to have a new beginning. It is time for us to face a fear. It is time to face things that we have not been able, and right now is no better time than ever. Many of you have a business. Many of you have something where you need to go reach out to somebody. Not even just that. Some of us have little bitty fears that we need to face. We have anxieties. We have things that we do not deal. We are holding on to baggage. That is something that was spoken over the weekend loud and clear. There are things we're holding on to because we either don't do it and now it's created. I say it all the time. What started out one way has now become something else. Now we fear it. We're scared of it. It's become anxiety. God has not given us the spirit of fear. So therefore, I do not have depression. I do not have anxiety. I don't have any of these things. Now, you like to me, here you go, spiritual. But here's the deal. If I know I have the authority and the power to do these things, I have authority and power. I can do all things. We could quote scripture to we're blue in the face, but we don't act on it. So if I have that authority and that power to do that, why am I not facing and dealing with it to get through it so I can go to my next step? This is my hindrance. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your fears, your things that you need to accomplish, something that is holding you back. And you go, well, why is this not happening? Why is that not happening? Why can't I have this? Why can't I have that? Why, Janine, why can't I go outside? Or Janine, I have a fear of commitment. Janine, I want to be in a relationship, but I have a fear that this person is going to do that to me. Come on, let me tell you. I have a fear that somebody's going to mistreat me. I personally, of my own, have had a fear personally that I will be mistreated again. And I said, you know what? I need to let that go. God, you don't have to help me do that. And you know what? I can tell you right now, it's gotten better. Every day, got a little residue. Got to clean up the residue. But I got to get better. I truly believe that one day, when that time comes, I'll be fully prepared. But now has not been the time because there's some things that I'm still what's called a healing process. People. We aren't healing. We keep saying I'm healed. We think heal. I used to think healing was if you got a cut or bruise, but heal is a lot of times appear. We don't allow this to heal. We don't allow that to heal. And then you keep going and dealing with some stuff and then you wonder why. It's created into something else. But now I'm feeling this idea of commitment. I fear this idea of starting my business. I fear this idea of whatever it is. We fear that Donald Trump is going to be some more foolishness. Go vote. There's an action, there's a reaction to the action. There's something you can do about it. So that's my whole point. When you fear something, there's something you can do to change that. Are you doing something to change that trajectory? Or are you going to sit there and just say, well, I'm scared, I'm fearful. Oh my God, right? Do something. What are you going to do to change it? I have on my, I have a gentleman that's on here and he sent me a shirt, but I have a sticker he also sent me and it says, no fear, only faith. Now, why would I just say that? I posted over the weekend. You guys saw it, so I'm going to repeat it to you if you did. That, okay. I posted it over the weekend, and this is what it said. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Is your faith bigger than your fear? Now, what is faith to me? Faith is the thing that you hope for, the things that you desire, the things that you want. So here it is. I have faith that one day God will bless me with a new husband. I have that faith. I know right now I'm still going through a process, but I'm trusting and believing that one day He will be here. I have faith that one day I will have my own home. It ain't here yet, but I know that I'm gonna put it in the atmosphere. We say that quite often. You speak. I put out there, put positive thoughts. I heard a woman over the weekend. She said, "You know, we always say we vote. Why are you cursing your finances?" I was like, "Oh my God!" But we do that, and then we have this fear. Oh, I got. This is why a lot of us work in three, four, five, six, seven, eight jobs. Yes, we live in a different type of economy. Yes, we live in a different type of world that multiple things are required. Don't get that wrong. Even says that in the Word of God. They have multiple. Go look at Proverbs. That woman had a lot of jobs. Proverbs 31. She had more than one job. Keep it 100. But in all fairness, in all honesty, we will allow this control us, dominate us, and there's so much more to us. Do not allow things to dominate you and control you and manipulate you when you're greater than that. Stop hiding the greatness that's already in you. You can do it. You're full of it. Do not allow fear to rule your life. And now I started out with saying, yes, this thing is real. It can be real if you make it. It's very real if you make it. I saw Maria, and I don't know if she's watching or will be watching. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to read your comments. Because when I posted this question last night, I posted whether fear was real. And your question was, for me, it's a fear of failure, whatever I do. Maria, you can. You can. You are capable of doing anything. Fear of failure, guess what? When you fail, and I have failed miserably a number of times, but I'm going to tell you something. There's not one successful person I do not know who did not fail before they became successful. They failed, they learned, and they went and tried it again. They tried it another way, and they tried it another way, and they tried it another way, and they tried it another way until they finally got that thing and they had a formula and it was working. And guess what? They have success. They're able to do something. They're able to achieve and meet goals and things they're not able to accomplish before. But why are they able to do it? Because they faced it. They didn't let that fear discourage them. I'll give you another example. You all know I have my own candle business. I haven't hidden that. I was like, I had doubts and I've had a fear of, oh my God, I don't want to start this thing again. I started it again. I've had things come from it and blessings that have come from it that I'm like, wow, there are doors that are opening. You see, it isn't even just that. I've worked in administration, I've worked in a lot of different fields. And what God's allowing is that things that I did not think and things that I was fearful, like people don't believe me, people aren't gonna, those skills that I've learned and cultivated, now people are asking me to use those skills to help them with some things they need to learn because they may not be sharp in their business. So there's administrative stuff, paperwork, things that need to be in order, work, things like that. I know how to do it, but people are asking me, and now we want to pay you for it. Hello, I just got another business. So I got my candle business over here, but God also birthed another business that I didn't even realize I had. But I have this fear that, oh my God, people, they're not going to take it seriously. No, they take me seriously. But I had to get past that. And look what's happening. It's up here. I will go to these meetings all the time. The first thing they say is in your mind. Do you know how much we allow to control our mind? Fear, yes, it can be a real thing, but if you make it real, it is so very real. But you are a spiritual being. You are a creation of the Creator Himself, who's made you more powerful. You are capable of doing all things. So if I know I'm capable of doing all things and I have authority, that's the thing, authority. Let me put it like this, ladies. I'll tell you first thing, I ain't gonna let no man tell me, man can't tell, I ain't gonna allow you to do this. Fellas, I'm a man. You gonna treat me? Come on, let's keep it real. I'm a man. Beat my chest. Okay. Well, if y'all can act like that, why is it that when it comes to certain things that we know we're fully capable, we know is already in, why can't we act like, or is that all a front? Probably so. I maybe stepped on another toe. Oh well. My whole point, face your fears. I will promise you, you face that thing, you're going to turn around and you will look at it and go, that really wasn't as bad as I thought. You're going to go through some roughness. You're going to go through some tough times. You're going to go through some hurdles. But I'm going to tell you something. Every hurdle, everything that I have gone through, has been worth it for me to be here before you today. I'm stronger because of things that I've gone through. I am wiser because of things that I've gone through. I could tell you that with full freedom, full consciousness. And guess what? You know what? This is what I want you to do because if my sister sees this or ever hears about it, I use it, I'm going to use it. And trying to steal enough from your sister, I'm just going to keep it 100. Say access denied to that for you. You no longer have access to me. We could say deny, we deny, I feel like this. We've seen those movies and the person's trying to hack your computer to get the password and it says access denied or whatever because they don't have the right password. And then finally they figure they got in sometimes. But here's the deal. That's the same thing in your life. What are you gonna allow to have access to your mind, to your heart, to your body? We as women, we get to a point. I ain't dealing with that. You denied that access. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to dealing with people, you ain't dealing with this. I'm like that now. Ooh, oh, craziness. I'm not dealing with that. Ooh, ooh. I, but when it comes to things that I know I need to fulfill and purpose things in my life, we allow access to things that don't deserve access. Deny that access. Deny COVID 19 did not happen for no reason. Have you not realized that many of us, this is truly a time of birthing? It's a season and a time for us to birth and develop and grow some things that have already been within us. That's why I've come here before. I said it's a time of self reflection. We have gifts. Hold on, I'll be back.